Going to do an unboxing and assembly video for a Yaheetech 610591 black desk my wife got on Amazon. We'll unbox it. We'll see how hard it is to put together. I'll tell you what kind of tools you need and if I'm running into any problems. This had really good reviews online. There were a few bad reviews, looked like damaged product in shipping though. I do have a couple dents and dings here and there, but for the most part, box looks in good shape. So we'll open it up, get started, see what it's going to take to get this thing together. Obviously it says be careful to not use a knife because if it's a wood top, you're going to cut right through the wood top. I've got a body tool here I'm going to use for automotive parts. I'll take the corner, poke it and slice it open. Seems to be packaged pretty well. A little inspection here. It was definitely sealed well inside. All my corners are good. Let's see what. Me personally, when I'm putting furniture together or anything like this, it's easier for me to separate all the pieces out. Once I get the pieces separated, letters, numbers, bolts, whatever, I can put it together a lot easier by seeing what all I have. So if you got enough room, lay all this stuff out so you can see what you got. I've got a trash can handy. I've got the top off. I'll pull these parts out one at a time. Got bolts. Looking for letters or numbers. Don't really see anything marked on here. The top itself is marked with a number 1. Just keep the trash can handy, so you can kind of clean up as I go. Long pieces, 2 short pieces, and 2 arches. And that's it for the box. It doesn't look like a lot of parts involved. Should be a pretty easy assembly. On the table, separate these. Sorry to get my camera there. And looks like just carriage bolts. Phillips head screws on the end. 2 different types. One has a little sleeve at the top to keep you from over tightening. The other has threads all the way up. And we got the 4 legs. If I had more parts, I got a little tray I use. It's like a kitchen drawer sorter. If I had a bunch of pieces, I would use that to sort these out. And since there's only 3 different things here, just go put them on the table. Now when I need a certain part, now if you need letters and numbers, keep the package they came in beside of it. That was A. That was C. And the feeder D. There's your assembly sheet. I like sheets like this. Let's see with the camera angle. Looks like 4 steps. Bottom legs together, top part together, desk on the top. So this should be really fast and easy to put together. I don't see any obvious scratches, no dents, no dings. Looks to be pretty sturdy. On the ends of these pieces here, these are threaded. So your bolts are going to thread right into there. Same with number 2 there, it's threaded. So it looks like the only thing you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver. Me personally, I'll use my impact. I use my impact every single day though. If you over tighten this stuff, you will bend it. So depending on how good you are with a drill, you may use a drill, you may want to just hand tighten everything. Now I've already determined part C, which is the bolts here, hold the top on. A is all the pieces to hold all the other parts together, and obviously these are the feet. So I'm going to get my paper out, grab my impact, and I'm going to put this together on the table. somewhat of a bad back, so it's easier for me to work up top, and then we'll throw it on the floor and put the top on. Now, if you're not much familiar with power tools, you want to start your bolts first. This does not look like it has an up, down, left, right. There's no finished edge, so it doesn't matter which way it goes in. The only thing you need to do is line up the 2 bolt holes with the 2 holes in the side of the legs. I always start my bolts first, and these are going to be the bolts with the little sleeves in them. If you were to start the bolts by hand, and that way you don't cross-thread something when you make the impact. So make sure to start all these. Make sure I got a good thread. On that side, 2 on the other side. Holes again lined up at the sides. Everything's started. I'll tighten these up again. If you're not comfortable with a impact or a cordless screwdriver, use a regular screwdriver for this. I've used this enough that I can just kind of feel, and I know when it's tight. But again, I use this every day of my life. If you over tighten this, you're going to dent the sides in, and it doesn't take a lot. So I'm basically just watching, making sure I don't over tighten. Now this is a $79 piece of furniture. Anyone going online expecting a perfect piece of furniture for $79, you're probably not going to find that. Every now and then you're going to get lucky and find it. These are probably all fast pressed. They're machined out. Nothing's going to be perfect on these. So you're going to get what you pay for. This one here, start opening the camera. I've got a little gap in this side. It looks like it's going to be on the inside edge. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to loosen it up and realign it. But I don't think that's going to take care of the problem. And again, on the sides, if you aren't careful, you're going to dent the sides in. So make sure you don't over tighten these. I think I got the camera where I can actually do this, but I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. I'll loosen this side up a little bit. I'll try to manually move it, but what I'm doing is I'm moving this side, so I'm going to just have to find a happy medium. Tighten it back up. And it is what it is, because again, if I pull these in any further, I'm just going to dent right through the side. It's just going to draw that in, and I'm going to end up messing up the frame on it. All right, well, I've got the camera over here. The next step, I'm going to screw the feet in. Pull the little blue plastic protector off of it. These are not chrome, they're chrome plastic. So they're not real metal feet. If you wanted to, you could run over to Lowe's, Home Depot, or somewhere and get casters for it if you want to roll it around the floor instead. So you can get a threaded caster and pop it up in there. Once I get this plastic peeled off here, I noticed one more thing about these. These actually have a swivel at the bottom. So when you go to put them on, they'll actually move a little bit and level to your floor. I don't know if that's good or bad yet. They're plastic. So I'm not sure you're going to put a lot of weight on this thing. Again, if you want something sturdier, either go straight to the floor, maybe put some like sliders underneath of it, or run over to Lowe's, Home Depot, and get you some better feet. Let's just thread into the bottom. And that's your. So next thing we want to do is we want to put the tabletop in. This may be a 2-person job. I'm going to make a 1-person job out of it. I don't really see a finishing edge to this. Both sides are the same. They both have welding on them, so it's not going to matter which side's which. So me personally, I would just find the better side, which for me is this one, and make that my outside edge. Now, since I'm doing this alone, sometimes you just got to be smarter than the project you're working on. You don't necessarily have to be stronger. So what I've done is I'm set my table up here. I'm going to use my box. I'm going to take the arm once I line it up, and I'm using the box to even it out. I'm using the table to hold up the other side for me. And I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other one. I'm going to start these by hand. I've already got 4 bolts in my hand. Again, same bolts you used before. A lot of people out there have no help. Sometimes you think these projects are too much, but for the most part, it's just out thinking the project. It's got a little paint on the inside of it. There we go. So all my bolts are started by hand now. I'll grab my impact. Again, do not over tighten. If you over tighten, you're definitely going to dent the outside. There's that side done. Now that I got that side done, the other side should be pretty easy since there's nothing that needs to be held up on the other side. You can kind of hold it in place. I'm going to have my 4 bolts ready when I set it down over there. All right, so 4 bolts in hand. It's pretty sturdy. Just line my legs up over here. Again, bolts in hand. I'm right here beside of me. And tighten one. The other side will take the weight off of it for me. Give myself a little more space. And sometimes if you wiggle this around a little bit, if your bolts aren't going in by hand, then it gives you a little more space. One of the biggest things I taught my kids when they were growing up is wiggle pull. If it's not going in the way you want it to, give it a little wiggle, and usually it'll go. I'll tighten these up. Again, if you watch the side here, it's going to be hard to see on the camera. But as soon as I see that start to give in, I quit. This impact, we'll probably run that bolt where it's flat. So, again, hand tighten if you want to. It's steel frame. It's not going to go anywhere. The top itself is what's going to keep this thing from wobbling left or right. Now to make this easier to videotape, I'm going to flip the tabletop upside down on here, flip the stand on top of it, just because it's going to be harder to show you how to tighten the bolts, which you should be able to do. But if you're at home, you can probably just set the tabletop over top of this and screw it down. So I'm going to flip the tabletop over, flip the stand on top of it, and screw it down that way. Now I saw a couple complaints online about this not lining up properly. I'm going to line up the ends first because I can actually see the bolt. I'm going to lift it up a little bit so I know that's over top of the hole. And I've got it started. We'll do the same thing on the other side. I think what's happening online is it's a metal frame. And again, when you tighten these down, if you over tighten one side or the other, you're going to be offline. So once I line that one up, that'll get me in the middle of the board. If you've got a little flashlight, you can shine it down in there. But don't tighten up the sides first. I can still pick this up a little bit, and I can still make adjustments like that. If you tighten them up as you go, you're not going to be able to adjust anything. And I think that's where people are having the problems at. They're not lining up their holes first. So everything's started. Again, I'm going to take my impact, my screwdriver. I'm going to run it down until it's flush. Now, I may go back later and snug all this stuff up. But for now, I'm just going to tighten it to where it's at, see how sturdy it is, and then I can adjust it from there. Because again, if you go too far with these, you're going to run it right through the board, and you're going to crack the top. Any doubt, don't use it. I'm going to flip this thing over here. Again, 2 people job, 1 people job, doesn't matter. Just depends on how handy you feel. And there she is. It's got a little wobble left to right. Not super bad. Wouldn't sit on it, wouldn't lay on it. But if you're going to put a desktop, a computer, laptop, or something on top of it, should be perfectly fine. So there it is. Front to back, the Yaheetech. I'm not even going to pronounce it right, but I'm going to try. 610591. And that's the assembly on it. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Will it serve its purpose and probably last a few years? Definitely. The steel on it's really good. Holds pretty good amount of weight. I'm guessing you probably put 50, 60 pounds on it. I would secure it to the wall if you're going to lean it up against the wall somehow, just to keep it from wobbling left and right. Sometimes an extra screw hole in the wall will keep you from damaging your stuff. Anyhow, I hope you liked the video. Please click like and subscribe.